Would you like to organize all your links, instructions, and information into a single hierarchy, like a pedigree chart, with a single website link you can share, that reaches out in all directions, like the spokes of a wheel? LinkSpokes, which is included in your free membership in LinkSpokes, provides this ability. Building your own LinkSpokes hierarchy is super quick and easy. All you need to learn is how a single multi-option form works. I've already joined LinkSpokes, I've signed in, and I am now at my member dashboard. Click the My LinkSpokes button, as shown by the red arrow, to create and then access your LinkSpokes hierarchy. Since I have not yet created my LinkSpokes, nothing is displayed. Click Create New LinkSpokes. You first need to pick a unique name for your LinkSpokes. If someone else has already used that name, you will be asked to select another name. Please note the naming convention shown below in red. In this case, I will enter the word sample as indicated on the lower graphic. It worked. My LinkSpokes will be called sample, as indicated on the top left of the graphic at the top of this screen. You will also notice you have 4 buttons: Build, Delete, Settings, and Public Link. The Build button is how you access your hierarchy to make changes, so I will click it to build out my LinkSpokes. Since my LinkSpokes is blank, I will click Add Navigation button to add my first button. We can now create the first button in our hierarchy. This is the multi-option form I mentioned earlier that is the only form you need to learn in order to create your complete LinkSpokes. You have 4 options when creating an item in LinkSpokes: a folder, a link to an external website, a page of text you create, and instructions. The first thing you need to do is enter a name for the item. This will be the text that is displayed on the button for this item in your hierarchy, so make it easy to understand for your site visitor. Folders can contain each of the other 3 items, as well as more folders. A link should be used when you are taking your visitor to an external website. A page should be used when you are creating your own web page within LinkSpokes, since a web page you need does not exist. Also, you can add a picture to your web page to make it look more interesting, or to be more helpful. The last thing you can do is add non-clickable instructions that will be displayed in your hierarchy to help guide your site visitor. Since the full instructions will be displayed within the hierarchy page, taking up space, you can enter a reduced amount of text for a mobile visitor so less display space will be required. Finally, since instructions are not titled on a button, the name you give instructions will not be displayed publicly, but will only be displayed to you in your member admin screen. The last item is the sort order, where you can control the order in which the buttons will be displayed. Keep in mind that alphabetically, numbers come before letters, and capital letters come before lowercase letters. Add as many entries as you like, including links to the LinkSpokes others have created. I will now return to the other buttons that will be available to you at the top level of your LinkSpokes. The Delete button obviously deletes your entire LinkSpokes so you can start over. The Settings button is where you can change the button colors for your LinkSpokes, as well as configure your LinkSpokes. When you configure your LinkSpokes, you can change the title that will be displayed, including adding spaces. Keep in mind this does not change how your visitor accesses your LinkSpokes, it only changes the displayed title. Next, you can add your meta description that search engines can show when displaying your LinkSpokes. Next, you can specify whether your LinkSpokes will be searchable in the main linkspokes.com website. You can also specify whether your visitor will need to enter a password to see your LinkSpokes, and if so, the 4 or 5-digit password. The last item you can configure is whether the LinkSpokes Overview button will be displayed that encourages your visitor to explore LinkSpokes, where they can gain access to about 30 programs to help organize their life, including creating their own LinkSpokes. The final button is the public link button. This is the website address you created when you first began. In this example, you can see the public link will be linkspokes.com/sample. You can click the copy link button so you can then paste it where you want to share it. This is the link you can share with others that would like to visit your LinkSpokes hierarchy. Here is a LinkSpokes hierarchy that we use in LinkSpokes to provide instructions for each of the 8 user types. You will notice the gray instructions at the top of the page. And here is another LinkSpokes hierarchy we use to help members better understand their opportunities in LinkSpokes. In this example, you will note the screen starts out with a gray instructions item, a purple page item, a green link item, a blue folder item, and another green link item. And here is our final example where one of the country's top orthopedic surgeons, that does hip replacements, uses their LinkSpokes hierarchy to provide patients with all their instructions. You will notice there is also a search engine displayed at the bottom of the main page. The site visitor can search throughout the entire hierarchy for the words or parts of words they are looking for. Choosing an item from the search list will take the site visitor to the exact page in the hierarchy so the visitor can see the context and continue to navigate within the hierarchy. Returning back to the hierarchy, I clicked pre-surgery and I see there are instructions, folders, and admin created pages of information. When the patient clicks post-surgery instructions, they are provided several folders and several pages of instructions. Clicking on the rehab 0 to 6 weeks eventually leads to the exercises the patient needs to use, and finally, you can see for one of the exercises, seated knee extensions, there are instructions that tell the patient why they are doing that specific exercise, a picture of how the exercise looks, and finally, a link to a video file where they can watch the exercise being performed. Keep in mind that everyone that joins LinkSpokes can create on LinkSpokes hierarchy. However, if you upgrade to a verified member, you will receive 3 LinkSpoke hierarchies. If you are not already a member of LinkSpokes, join today and start organizing your life.